This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello, and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and I have some bad news for everyone. Cyber Monday, it's not about getting deals on online shopping anymore. Nope. Cyber Monday is the day the robots rise and try to take over. Skynet is coming. They're coming for you. They're coming for me. They're coming for us. In the form of this sweet Magic the Gathering deck. Forsaken Monument UGIN. What a beautiful combo. Guys, I know if I wanted to, I could play a deck and I could call it colorless. And I would just throw in like some this and that. I might still do this later. Don't judge me. But colorless decks, people freaking love them. But the problem with colorless decks, they don't really have removal. They don't really compete the way that I'm trying to compete. If I were to play a colorless deck, I'd have to play it in unranked because there's not a lot of back and forth when you're a deck full of artifacts. But you only need a little bit of interaction to take a deck built around Forsaken Monument and UGIN from a meme to a dream. That didn't work at all. Anyway, if we add a little bit of the color black, maybe some Black Friday leftovers, we get Bloodchief's Thirst, Heartless Act, Extinction Event, and Cling to Dust. And all of a sudden, we are ready. We've got game against the aggro decks of the format, against the rogues, against the mono red, against the Gruul Adventures, while still playing a ton of colored spells. So we don't have any permanents in this deck that are colored. We've got 4 Maze Mind Tome, 4 Stonecoil Serpent, 2 Skyclave Relics, 4 Mechagodzilla the Weapon, the Crystalline Giant, and we've got 4 Solemns with the UGINs and the Forsaken Monuments. There's good reasons to have a color in your almost completely colorless deck. One of them is that you've got basic lands so that you can fetch with your Solemn. So you may as well run some of those. Also with Field of Ruin. Like, you're kind of punished if you don't run any basics, although that's a bit of a meme deck. Again, I might play it someday. I'm just not going to play it in ranked. So it's good to have a color and have some interaction. I think black is the right one to have cards that kill the big creatures that are trying to kill you before you get to do your cool things. And then we also have this very sneaky companion mode Gigantha, because look at that, nothing costs double black or double any other color. So it's a free companion spot since we're playing best of one with no sideboard. But is it castable? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Did you think I would just have an uncastable companion? Guys, I've got standards. For the meme dream, we have 2 Skyclave Relics, which tap for a mana of any one color to cast our beloved Elemental Elk in a crucial moment, I'm sure. And yeah, I think this deck has some potential. Any deck with Maze Mind Tome and UGIN has my attention. Getting to actually use Forsaken Monument, very good. 4 Crawling Barrens is a lot stronger than people give it credit for. Labyrinth of Scophos is a pretty decent land if you have a ton of mana. Radiant Fountain keeps your life total high. Castle Loch Dwayne draws cards. Bonder's Enclave can draw cards, although we need a Stonecoil Serpent, a Gigantha, or a Forsaken Monument with Solemn or the Weapon to make that possible. And then we've also got 2 Throne of Makindi, and you can charge these and then make mana to cast kicked spells. We've got 2 things with Kicker. We got Bloodchief's Thirst, and we've got Skyclave Relic. Niche case scenario, definitely. Possible? Definitely. Who knows what could happen? So, with that said, we're going to go out there and try to unleash the power of Forsaken Monument and UGIN the Spirit Dragon on the unsuspecting masses, the humanity, as the robots rise on some Cyber Monday to take over the arena. Why, like, is every video going to have me in a costume with a narrative these days? I don't know. You'll have to keep watching and find out. Let's dive in and let the nonsense begin. Early Cling, meh. Crystal Giant, nice. Forsaken Monument, nice. There are holes in this curve, but I think it's a keeper. No removal. Makes me sad. But maybe we won't need it. Our opponent leads on a Triome. Who knows where this could go? I guess we might charge the throne. But if the opponent gives me something to cling, I'll cling instead and draw. Cool, brah. That's bad. This would be a good spot for some removal, wouldn't it? Let's go, Giant. We get the power of reach. Yeah, don't think you're gonna fly over me, Snake. Don't you think for 1 minute you're gonna fly over me. Babel Passage. Opponent now has 4 mana available on their 3rd turn, if they need it. You know that they'd rather play a passage next turn, so maybe there's something awkward about their hand. Another forest. What's cooking? Mutate. I frickin' hate mutate. So much. What a load of crap. Gem Razor too, right on time. Alright, draw a removal spell or we lose. Well, the deck certainly came up short for us this time. I don't have a way to cast the Gigantha, so buying it might not be any good, whereas using Field of Ruin might be something. They have a Lotus Cobra, though, so giving them landfall is probably a bad look. But yeah. Don't think it matters very much, to be honest. I think we're going to get destroyed. Just nothing but land off the top. Facing a Gem Razor, we can't play the Monument and expect it to survive. Look at him go. Living the perfect mutate life. Alright, down to 12. Should we nuke their Triome and try to fill our graveyard, thin our deck? I guess. Might come back to help us. If they flash something in because of this, because they have the Cobra, ugh, salty. Alright, guys. Can we draw something here? Can we draw something? Just deal with this Gem Razor. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can have 2 mana left over, but I don't have a use for 2 mana. Okay, we survived the Gem Razor. We got lucky. So what do they have next? 5/5 Death Touch Lifelink. Just another thing we have to figure out how to kill. When this mutates, we get to return things from the opponent gets to return things from the graveyard to the battlefield, but it has to mutate. Once again, don't have a use for 2 mana. But we better get the Monument down. No robots in sight either. They killed my only robot. What a monster. Oh god. Oh lord. UGIN or bust. Free scry! Hype. Hype, hype, hype. Alright guys, this is the draw. This is it. Hit me. Well, it means I'm not quite dead, potentially. The opponent mutates onto this. It may or may not gain power. Draws that see another draw, those are things. Those count in ways. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, turn something around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's in the graveyard? 4 cards. Yeah, I guess we buy this stupid Gigantha. The other option, though, is to use the mana on the Barons. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then powers that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uses the Labyrinth. I guess that Barons are much more likely to be a practical use of the mana. What? Cyber Monday glitch located. What the heck just happened? Are they so tilted they didn't draw Mutation to kill the monument? And now they just don't feel like they can ever attack? This does turn into a 4/4. So it could block Gemrazor, turn around Starix, so we could blank their attack. But I need to know. Why? Why did you do it? Hackers. It must have been hackers. Boom. Radiant Fountain Tribal. On the draw, no removal against Luris. We're going to get destroyed, but we're going to keep the hand anyway for content. For content. Turn 3 Relic. Turn 4 Monument. Plus free 6 life. How can anything beat this? They give you a hint. Can't be done. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Wow. I was going to draw 2 more land in a row. Lame. Nobody cares about this hand. Completely unimpressive compared to the power of colorless cards. How many Drown in the Locks do you think they have in their hand? 3? What do we got there? Not good enough. We need some removal. It'd also be nice to draw Clink. Boom! Boom! Just saying. Just saying. What are you gonna do? Alright, that is a counter. Oh my gosh, they do have 3 Drown in the Locks in their hand. They do. They just do. It's clear. Why else would they drown that? They wouldn't. Literally all 4 Drown in the Locks in hand. Two more swamps into the bin. Oh my gosh, we were gonna flood out hard. We should be thanking them. Thirst? Why not? So do we cast it this turn or do we go for the Solemn? Keep in mind, the opponent has a million counter spells in their hand. It's actually a tough call. I think they still want to counter more things. I'm going for Solemn. If it resolves, it's so good. What a gamer. What a master. Alright. Well, it sets us up nicely for next turn. If there is a next turn. But we played 4 Radiant Fountains. We can't complain. We're the greatest magicians ever. Merfolk Windrobber. So we still have Extinction Event, right? Nope. Oh, there's only one left. You gotta kill this, don't you? Nah? You're gonna slow down? Cool. I'm into it. Alright, so I think Forsaken Monument will get countered. I think Blood Chief's Thirst will happen. Well, let's scry. Set this thing up for success. Can't find a Cling to Dust, though, to save my life. Definitely gets countered, right? So maybe we should take a turn and fight them and not play it yet? I point this removal spell at your Thought Thief. Success! Alright, if they have another end to the story, we definitely want to resolve this. Roar, it's on the board, baby. It happened. I don't know if that'll be good enough. The opponent's only drawn 8 extra cards. They might have a bit of an advantage. Oh Lord. Oh no. Can we have a Cling to Dust now? Please? Deck? Deck? Deck, why you no Cling to Dust? Why you do this? Found one. Bet the opponent has a Cling though. No? Not yet? Yeah, just, you know, take your time. Take your time. We'll get there. We'll get to it. Okay. Now, after much deliberation, I will buy Lurrus, because I don't have enough cards in my hand. Oh, Lord. What to do? I certainly want to cling the hell out of my graveyard. We have to kill Lurrus eventually. I know they can get back a Thought Thief, but we have to make sure that Lurrus dies. Maybe if they cast Lurrus, we respond with clinging the Thought Thief. Anyway, I'm going to target this Blood Chief's Thirst with my Cling to Dust and exile a whole bunch of other things. Oh, we also have to kill these crabs, but I'm hoping to draw like an Extinction Event or an UGIN. Denied. Alright, so there won't be an UGIN this turn. We'll play you. I'll gain a little life. Now we're fighting the Mill War. And against the Mill War, what's the right play? I guess we should see if we can draw another removal spell or something. And we should clock the opponent. 17. Give me flying. Death Touch. Fine. Alright, they block with the Death Toucher. They can get that back with Lurrus, of course, but they can get everything back with Lurrus. And we need to draw cards that don't suck. Unfortunately, we just don't have the capacity. Let's see, I'll target the Lurrus. It won't work. So do I have to take out a crab at 16? I think I do. Alright, so next turn, hopefully they leave me with like 8 cards in my deck, but one of them's UGIN and we draw it. There's still 2 UGINs. Good choice on the crab. Now, that if they have Fable Passage, it's so brutal. Okay, it's not Fable Passage. And if they have Drown in the Lock, we lose? Probably. Okay, still 2 UGINs. No attack. That's UGIN. That's also 1,000,000 cards in the graveyard. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll block, they'll draw. Like, this isn't going to resolve, is it? But we have to try. There's no other play. Derp? Well then.
And you will be lost to history.
Well then. They didn't even try to draw the Drown in the Lock in response. They must be feeling pretty good about what's about to happen. Alright, so we should hold up the Cling to Dust.
Are too dangerous to roam free.
I guess we can play this, which I think is better than the Throne. Vigilance would be nice. Ooh, okay, +1/+1. I do think that there's a chance that they're going to go Thieves Guild Enforcer, attack my UGIN. But we have the lab now. And we do have to kill them. If we don't kill them, nothing good will happen. Oh, no Thought Thief either. What is their hand? Bloodchief's Thirst for the UGIN then? Maybe? 9 cards. We did get the Lurrus exiled, so if they go for Agadeem's Awakening, we can get rid of the Enforcer with the Cling. There's the Bloodchief's Thirst. Good try. Good job, UGIN. I'm amazed that you resolved. I'm amazed by your work. Cringe. Do I want to draw a card now? Nah. Menace. Alright, show me some good cards. We need to close this game out with like 8 cards in the deck, and one of them is an UGIN. There we go. UGIN doesn't necessarily finish things, though. This is a 4/4, but we can turn it around with the lab. To the face! 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 left over. Nothing to do with it. No Crawling Barrens. Crawling Barrens is also a missing piece right now for sure. Alright, no hexproof. Balls. Not that ultimating the UGIN is what matters. It really isn't, actually. Obviously, drawing 7 isn't that good for us. Alright, so the Field of Ruin is what we targeted. Don't exile it.
I did all I deemed appropriate.
Another Cling. Let's go ahead and charge. My turn. I don't know, their hand must be pretty bad, but our hand isn't cooperating. 5 cards left. What's in the deck? MTGA Assistant says there is a Crawling Barrens. There is a Crawling Barrens. We need it. And it's not the bottom. The Skyclave Relic is the absolute bottom. You've got to be joking. You've got to be joking with me right now. Nope, 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 nope. Has to be a non-creature to draw the card. So, Tome. Great. Great, great, great. Swamp. Just dead to Thieves Guild Enforcer. But that's the way it is. Not Crawling Barrens! Getting mistreated by my deck. We needed it. It didn't appear. Let's see, Labyrinth can't be used. McKindy doesn't matter. This can be played for 2 life. Doesn't matter. Buy an Elk we can't cast. And play this for 2 life. Although we just put a card in our graveyard for no reason. Will that come back to bite us? The deck was so brutal. Just so brutal.
Your fate is sealed.
Land, go. Here's Crawling Barrens, but it can't attack this turn. To the dome. By the way, there's also this hexproof blocker if the opponent remembers to hold it back. So we can't win unless the opponent makes a very bad mistake. Mm-hmm. Yep. Really? The whole time? What do I need to get that under 2? I don't think I can. Not enough cards in the graveyard. Or not the right number, you might say. So that puts us on 3 cards in the graveyard. It's not good enough. We can turn it around, but the attack trigger still happens. So that's just game. Oh, this game was everything that can make a person angry in Magic. Everything that can make one upset. Now I like this hand. Let's do this. 2 life. Boom. Started on 22. A mountain. Very suspicious. Could hold up Heartless Act, but there's no guarantee they'll play a creature. They might be Big Red. They might be Rakdos. And that might not be a creature we wanted to target anyway. Alright, so the Scry is fine. They can't steal from me. I'm too poor. Yeah, let's put that in our hand. I think we put this down and get it going. Because if we draw a land next turn, then we can play the Relic and Heartless Act the same turn, which is a better turn. Hexproof! No, reach. Reach! Well, still a beast against Heartless Act. And Bonecrusher Giant. So I really want to land. Missing a land would be pretty brutal. So I'll probably double Tome Scry. Try to hit. What's good against this deck? UGIN's pretty good. No attack means maybe they don't have a Bonecrusher Giant or they don't want to trade. Throat stuff. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I will survive. Let's get a counter on this, see what it is. Hexproof. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. I still think we play defense, though. So, do I feel a need to Heartless Act to, like, play Relic and Heartless Act? No. If I find another land... I can kick this. This might get bone crushed, but we get to draw a card and get a land, so it's worth it to me. Okay, they did nothing with their turn. This Robber of the Rich is sad. This has reach. Let's see if the opponent runs into it with the Rankle. I think we take this block. Although, what are they going to do? Make me discard? I do not want to discard, actually. So this is a block. And I'm not going to scry, my hand's doing good. They might have another Rankle, but that won't get UGIN out of my hand. Kroxa. Might. It might, if they have two of them. That could be bad. Okay. Dodged the bullet. Although that's a lot of Kroxa action and a Fabled Passage to get it back. Whatever we draw next turn might get discarded. Opponent's still just not willing to trade that Robber. It's an aggressive card. It kind of surprises me. Roar! Let's exile these two. Doesn't hurt me. Also, they do run robbers, so let's hold this back. It could have a hasty robber. If they pull out Kroxa, we exile that. We have no cards in hand to take. Sitting pretty. It's looking all right. Not to mention, I can play my frickin' Gigantha, baby. All right, so kick Bloodchief's Thirst. Down goes UGIN. I learned much today, too. UGIN and I were just peas in a pod. We learn so much every day. You have to play this big brain game. Do we want to play it next turn when we can use the Enclave to draw a card? I kind of do. Kind of do. Not gonna lie. Trying to get all the value out of this crap. Alright, so we've got a lot of mana, though. I guess we can charge Barons, but we don't just want to attack with Barons, because if we attack with the Barons, the opponent can Heartless Act it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So, we draw with Tome, we charge Barons. Also means I can attack here. I'm not defending UGIN anymore with my Solemn. Let's do some damage to our opponent. If we're going to draw, we should draw now. We might draw something good. I should have done it before combat in case we draw a giant. For life. Card. Punished. Absolutely punished. Can't play it now. Too shameful. Too shameful, guys. Can't play a giant of shame. Besides, I think they do have a Heartless Act. The 2 mana, holding priority. Could be a Bone Crusher giant, but I think they would have played it before. So it makes sense to try to play around the Heartless Act. Here's Kroxa. Monument. Dude. Boom. Yes. All right. Well, now we can draw with the Enclave if we want to. I do still think it's a Heartless Act, but I guess the Gigantha might die anyway. Let's see what we draw. Okay, a land, which can protect our hand from the Kroxa. Can we play everything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8. Okay, in that case, we can play this and still charge the Barons. If the opponent does have the Heartless Act, that's really sad. Right? Right? 1, 2, 3? No? Yeah, we'd have to play this, but then we'd have to discard. Discarding sucks. All right, forget that. Gigantha, you eat the Heartless Act. Ta-da! Cling to dust, my UGIN. Do you not have enough escape cards in your escape deck? Here it comes. Down go Swamp. Don't think we block. Even with the card draw, I don't think that's worth it. I think a counter race might be totally doable since the Monument's gaining life and the Barrens is going to be huge. And we pulled a Heartless Act out. There might be another one, but hard to say. Hard to say what else is in the opponent's hand. Well, they're going to release some of it right now. It's Liliana. They're going to give up a card. They're going to go empty-handed against me. Unless they decide to kill the Solemn. Which, okay. Shatterskull Smashing, gone. So we're definitely going to charge up the Barrens, take it down Liliana. We should probably play Tome and draw first. Wait, that's 4 to draw. This is arguably 5. 2 life. Alright. Well, no, let's not draw. We'll draw on their end step. This is as a sorcery? No. Good. Crush Liliana. That takes the opponent up to 6. They can re-Croxa. Which is annoying. But I actually think I can race a Croxa here.
You only think you've won.
I know, take 9 a turn and say you can race. Pretty bold, CGB. Pretty bold. Okay, something's escaping. They're going to Croxa me again. Wow.
Let's never cross paths again.
Wow. I mean, that is a play you can make. Down to 6. 6 to 16. Let's draw with the Enclave. Nice. Let's draw with the Tome. Nice. Let's destroy the Croxa. Get that out of the way. Now we don't have any colorless cards to gain some life here, so it is scary. Rankle is a scary card. Let's see if the opponent is ready. Do they have Eliminate for this Crawling Barrens? They would have had to have top decked it. That's a lot. That's a lot to ask. Well, 16 you? What you got? Damage. Got him. Woo! And we are back for the post-game wrap-up. And you guys, you Cool Kids Club, you who watch till the end, you know I'll tell you the honest opinion of the deck after I play the games, how I'd make it better, and what I would do with it. Here's what I would do with this deck. My honest opinion, if you want to be competitive, if you want to ladder, is to throw it in the garbage. It's not made to be good. what it should do, play the black going for Mythic black control deck. That video is still up. That's pretty good. It's close to this. You don't like going all in on Forsaken Monument in standard. It doesn't have the support, and it might get better with new sets coming out and more artifacts being introduced to the card pool. But right now, this version focusing in on a number of colorless cards, especially the robots, Crystalline Giant, Solemn Simulacrum, Stonecoil Serpent. These aren't good enough cards in standard right now, most of the time. So this deck doesn't cut it, and I don't recommend it. But it is fun for a laugh, and for Cyber Monday, I wanted to do something colorless and robot themed, and I just thought that was a funny, good narrative for a video. So this is the rare video that I play, but then I tell you at the end, you probably don't want this. This probably isn't it. But hopefully it was good for some entertainment for you on your Cyber Monday between your online shopping you're checking out on Amazon, etc., etc. By the way, there's a link to Amazon. It's an affiliate link, and it's in the description. And if you click on that sucker, anything you check out with during these huge shopping days, a little percentage of it will go to yours truly. But don't forget to check out CoolStuffInc.com, sponsor of the channel, for your board games and card game supplies. Use the promo code CGB5 for a discount. They're awesome to sponsor the channel, and I don't want to take away from them. But hey, if you're being a good aunt or uncle and you're shopping for your brother's newly born, like young kids, and you're buying all this clothes and this stuff on the wish list that you have no idea like what this is, and it's not on CoolStuffInc.com, why not use the Amazon affiliate link and support me, CGB? Just a little bit. Woo! Thank you for watching this video. Happy Cyber Monday and cyber shopping. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.